University of Sewing. It's Facebook Live, and I'm all by myself, guys. I hope you are having a wonderful Friday morning. It's absolutely gorgeous in Bloomington. Mornings on these summer mornings are just so lovely here, and I hope that your garden looks beautiful and you are having a wonderful summer. I have a wonderful gift for you this morning. We've got this is the last one I have. I'm just going to tell you. I have another lovely mouse pad with the beautiful ombre purple to blue. And I have some more Bernina swag from BU, a couple of pencils. I put them on upside down. Sorry about that, guys. And then a lovely Bernina pen. So this is all going to go to one of you. You have to share our video within 24 hours, and you have to put in the comments that you shared. That's what we need. Hopefully you have your privacy settings set up so that not everybody can see what you're doing, and then you can go ahead and win this.
You mean like Julie and Kathy just...
Thank you, guys.
And Donna.
Oh, so my goodness. You're so fast on the draw here. Don't forget, tomorrow at 1 o'clock, our webinar on the 990 is happening. You may be sitting there going, well, Margaret, did I have to buy a 990? No. This is for everybody to enjoy, but the only way you can see this webinar at 1 o'clock tomorrow is by attending at your local dealer. So if you don't have a local dealer and you can't do it at 1 o'clock tomorrow, they haven't said so, but usually the way these things roll is that they do this wonderful rollout of the webinar, and then sometime within usually 24 hours, they'll go ahead and post it. But I don't want you to miss out, and you want to see it too. So come and join us. I'm going to make Dave get the good chocolate. He doesn't know that yet. He's on a run today. And we're going to have some soft drinks available, and we're going to hang out, and we're going to see what they say about the Bernina 990 tomorrow. So if you want to come, we'd love to have you. I also wanted to let you guys know, and I think I set these things in the wrong place. Come on, Dave. Let's go. So I have now the brochures available for the 08 Bernette that's coming out, and I'll talk about that in a little bit, but I have some other things to show you first. Then I also have the flyers on both the 990 and the 735 Quilters edition. So what that means is that you can come in, or you can give me a call and I'll pop one in the mail to you if you want to check out all the details, see something in your hands, and be able to open it up and see. Look how gorgeous that machine's going to be. Oh my gosh, guys, I will tell you, prettiest Bernina ever. So, but the most fabulous Bernina, we are going to be doing our wonderful webinar tomorrow, and I'll be here for that and hopefully be able to answer questions. And I'm also going to pull out the samples I made at BU. So I found them finally. They're ready to go. I'm going to have them so you can get flyers. You can see what the samples look like, and we'll talk about it for a little bit after the webinar. Think it'll be worth your time. So we're going to hang on to this because I'm going to tell you more about the Bernette B08 in a little bit. Okay, last week I told you a little bit about the L890 and what you would get with it with this special sale. July and August are a gift with purchase sale. So we have this gorgeous L890, which I love this machine. But I want you to see, it isn't just the L890. If you get the L860 or the L850, and the 90 and the 60 come with the computer screens and all the details about how to set everything up. The L850 does not have a computer screen, and you'll have to follow along in your book, that kind of thing. But every one of them come with this gift package I'm going to show you right now. I've got it all set out for you so you can see it. So for starters. And I think this is really cool. Now, if you feel like you don't need this particular Skills Hub class for the L890, you can use it on whatever you want. You're going to get this card, and it's going to work for any of the classes on the Skills Hub. And you may not know what the Skills Hub is. So what the Skills Hub are the virtual classes Bernina has finally developed. We've been asking for them for a long time. It takes a while to develop these. They do a really beautiful job on them. And I want you to be able to see these, but the only way you can is if you get one of the Skill Hub card. Now, you may be saying to yourself, well, Margaret, what if I don't buy that? Can I get a Skills Hub card? You can. I sell these here at the shop. You can get one of these. And so let's say that you want to be able to get online and you want to do maybe the Bloom and Grow quilt. Maybe you have that kit and you want to be able to take the class they have for that. Or maybe you want to take a class for your 7 series machine or one of the other machines. They've got the classes on there. Not every single machine has a class on there right now, but if you just go over to the Skills Hub, you can see it. But you can buy the cards from us and we'll be happy to help you out with that. And if you don't know how to get online exactly and do it, just ask us. We'll help you with that. Okay, so this is one of the gifts you're going to get with the L890, L860, or L850. You're going to get the big book of serging. You are going to get this incredible container filled with serger thread. Then you're going to get the extra large piping foot, and we're going to demonstrate that in just a minute. It is a very cool foot. I did not understand how this worked last week, but I understand it now. And I did a little test on it, and I'm going to show you what you can do with this. It's really great. So if you already own one of these machines and you did not know that this will work on all of them. So we will show you in just a minute what the deal is with that. You're also going to get a horizontal spool holder so that you can use decorative threads. You are also going to get the upper accessory holder, which works in conjunction with the adjustable tape guide. No, I have not demonstrated this one yet, guys. I'll bet Gail Yellen has, but I have not done that yet. We'll talk about those. And then we've got the height compensating tool, which works much like your hump jumper does. So all these things are going to come with this machine. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that what we're looking at is a gift package worth almost $1,200. So pretty cool. So let's talk specifically about this extra large piping foot. It has 3 adjustments to it. And you are going to have to remove your regular foot and its shaft that it uses, okay? And that's just loosening up a screw and putting the new piece in right here. You are also going to have to adjust this. And I'm going to just demonstrate how it works first before we show you that adjustment. I'll take it off the machine and I'll show you how it adjusts. But what you're going to do is you're going to set your machine up for a 4-thread overlock. It's just what I've got. I've got a piece of bias tape wrapped around here, and they actually tell you how wide to cut it. And then what you're going to do...
Hey, Margaret.
Yes.
Show the end of the cords.
Oh, look how thick this is. Look how thick it is.
And this is kind of the largest setting, right?
This is the largest setting. So if you want to do a bag, or you want to do a cushion for your outdoor furniture, or you want to just play... you can do all of them. So what I did do in the machine, I set it up for a 4-thread overlocker, but I changed how hard it's pressing down on the fabric. I realized when I set it on its normal setting of 4, it was not pushing hard enough down on this, and it was letting things slide around. So I took and changed the setting for the foot pressure to 5. Now, watch how cool this is, because it's so simple. Now what you want to do is you want to kind of hold these together and look where, I'm going to well, it's not it. I'm going to go a little further because I can't pull it around for you guys to see it. So I'm going to hold that. As long as it's too big, you can trim off the extra. And if it doesn't quite line up, which you can see, I'm having a little bit of a hard time keeping it perfectly lined up. But you know what? It doesn't matter because it's trimming that off anyway. So as long as I don't get, you always want to make sure that lower side you can see it. Because otherwise you might be trimming it too short and you don't know it or it doesn't get in there. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to finish this little bit. What's really cool is this foot, because of the way it's made, it is definitely not catching the cording, which is really nice because if you want to gather up the cording at all, look how beautiful that turned out, guys. It's really pretty, and it was super easy. So this, what I could do if I want to, is I could gather it up because it is not in there. It's not catching the cording at all. So it worked just beautifully because this sat in the tunnel. So let's take this off of here for a minute and let's show you what is available for this. And by the way, Gail Yellen does a wonderful video showing this too. I'm doing a fast demonstration for you. She's really comprehensive in it. So, all right, let's lift our foot up. I've unscrewed this. And let's see. Oh, there we go. I had to lift it up a little bit more. Okay, so this is the tunnel where the cording will sit. See? And I've got this on, I told you it had 3 different settings. So what happens with this is this piece moves up and down. Okay? So narrowest setting is if you push this. Okay. And, okay, so if it's the smallest setting, this is going to be flush. Then the next one, you press that little piece and you wiggle it up. And there's number 2 setting. So this makes this a little bit bigger. And then for the biggest one, and see these little notches right here? So there we go. I've got it set at the biggest one. And now that big 1/4 inch cording can fit in there. So you have got the ability to put in it 6, 8, and 10 millimeter cording. And the 10 is the 1/4 inch wide. So I'm figuring you're looking at just a little more than, so it would be 1/8 of an inch, probably 3/8, and then 1/4. Wait a minute, that didn't make any sense, did it? Oh goodness, how can you guys put up with me? So anyway, do your math. Go on Google and find out exactly what 6 and 8 millimeters are. But I know 10 is 1/4 of an inch, so I got that one right. So, and I do believe the 0.6 is pretty close to 1/8, so it'd be 3/16, wouldn't it? Okay, there we go. It took me a second here. So what I want to make sure that you guys know is that these tools, these gifts that Bernina packs up together with these gifts with purchase, they're so incredibly useful. And sometimes we wouldn't get them because they didn't come with the machine. And we don't realize just how much we're missing out on it. So another example of something you may really want to look at, if you've been looking at like the 790 Pro, this, or maybe you're looking for a little more portable machine and you're looking at the 590 Pro. Well, excuse me, it's not called a Pro, it's just called a 590. So what it comes with are this incredibly huge package right here. Is coming with a set of thread, is coming with a walking foot, it's coming with the V9 software, the full package, guys, not the inexpensive one, the complete package of V9 software. Not the creator. This is the full one. It's worth $24.99. And it's coming with a bunch of rulers and a bunch of feet. And altogether, this package is worth over $4,000. So, if you've been thinking about it, you've been wanting something very unique, maybe you've been wanting to go ahead and get you've been wanting to go ahead and get something like your 790 Pro. This is a wonderful time to buy it because you're going to get all these wonderful things with it. Let's go over, I want to show you on the computer. Dave set up something and we have oh, you know what? I forgot. Let me get it for you. See, when I don't have Rachel around or one of the other young ladies, I have to go run and get everything myself. All right. So when we were at Bernina University, we got to see and test out the Bernette 08. Now, what is the Bernette 08? Why am I talking about that? Because, usually I kind of focus more on our Berninas. Well, this is a unique product for Bernina. This particular sewing machine is a straight stitch only machine, and it can just sew about through anything. It is really just a powerful, powerful machine. It is going to be perfect for the bag maker, the costume maker. It's going to be perfect for someone who wants to do their piecing and quilting. This is really going to be a nice machine, and it's going to come with a great package of things, standard accessories that are just going to make it really, really nice. I'm going to show it to you here. It's got a fairly deep throat. It's not huge. It's 8.5 or almost, it looks like 8.8 inches on that spacing. It will go, I forget what the speed on it. It was really, really fast when I remember about this. It's got an extra large bobbin. It has an extension table, and it will go 1,600 stitches per minute. How cool is that? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put on here. Hopefully this is going to work. You guys who watch us on a regular basis, if this is not coming through well and you can't hear it.
Is it okay?
I know. If you go ahead and let us know if there's a problem with this, we don't want you to be sitting here through misery. Oh, you can't hear it at all. We're at Bernina University, and check out this bad boy. This is the Bernette 08 straight stitch machine. This is metal, guys, metal. We are talking a really tough, well-milled machine that is going to be perfect for you bag makers, those of you who are trying to do different kinds of costuming. Look at how nicely this is built. Very strong, very heavy duty, and it is going to be excellent to do this. So you've got stitch length here, you've got your cutter right there, your reverse button. It just does straight stitch. This is meant for heavy duty work. And those quilters, there's going to be a walking foot for this too. So there's going to be some packages available for this. This is going to have a whole lot of things that are going to be perfect for those heavy duty uses that you want to make sure you take care of your machines. You want to have only those things on this that are going to be the hard stuff to do. And I hear one running over there. So this thing is going to be amazing. I'm going to have a lot of details coming up for you. Don't worry. There we go. All right, guys. So that was us at Bernina University. I got to see it. It was a really nice machine, as I said, all metal. And for the person who needs a heavy duty machine, one of the things we're running into now is that a lot of areas no longer have someone who can work on industrial sewing machines. I know in our area, there isn't anyone working on industrial sewing machines. So now there's a machine that is the equivalent of an industrial sewing machine, but you can have it worked on at your Bernina dealer. You can have the pieces and parts available from your Bernina dealer. You can have this so that you're not trying to, I know in our area, if you have an industrial sewing machine and you need anything done to it, there's only one person that I know of up in Indianapolis that works on them, and he's aging out. And I don't know what they're going to do once he's gone, because I just don't know who's going to work on those machines. So I want you to be aware that this machine is coming out. I believe we are looking at the early fall for this machine. And if you want to purchase it, we've already got pricing on our website. You can look at that, and you are welcome to put a deposit down on it if it's something that interests you. And again, if you want to wait until it's here and try and test it out, I'm fine with that, but I do feel very confident you're going to be happy with it. It's quite a machine. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about long arms. How about a long arm? You know, really cool and fun things to tell you about with the long arms. You are also going to be able to get quite the packages with your long arm. So if you are thinking about that you would like to go ahead and get yourself a Q20 on a lift table like what we have over here, we're going to go over there for just a minute. So this is really lovely, and right here is our lift table. You have got all the extra space once you lift these out and secure them. They also have a little desk piece that goes in here. We don't have it out on the floor because it's little and I didn't want it to disappear. So we have that available, and guess what you are gonna get with that? If you purchase any Q series with a table or a cabinet, you are gonna get the Q box. Now, what's the Q box, you're gonna say to me, Margaret? Well, the Q box now is going to be an accessory box filled with your laser light and all the things that you are wanting to go ahead and do your sewing. And you know what? I'm just going to tell you, I don't have the list in front of me, so I can't do anything about that. But it is worth a cool $2,000. So it's going to come with a laser. I know it comes with that. I believe it comes with ruler work stuff in it too. But we're waiting on that to pop into the shop here, and that's part of the reason. I've got a list somewhere that has all that information on it. And so if it's something you're really interested in, if you've been looking at the cabinets and you want to get a Q, sit down, let me know. I'll be happy to give you that list. I do have a copy of it. It's just not right in front of me. And besides, I will tell you, it's like 20 things. So you would be bored with me going through all of that anyway. All right. Let's talk about some other things that are really cool here that we want to make sure that you know you can get. If you would like to go ahead and get something maybe in, let's come on over here, Dave. We remodeled the store again. Well, kind of. The guys made us a new table. We have a new table. And they put everything out here so that now we have a little bit more display area. And it's all set up for you to come in and do amazing demos. So, you know what I forgot to tell you about? One of the things that we just had happen this week is Dave and Aaron went to Seymour, and they went to a school there, and they fixed all their sewing machines. So, if you have a school that has Bernina sewing machines or Bernette sewing machines, we would be happy to come in and help you fix all of those. And if you are ready to purchase at your school system sewing machines, because I know that there's been an initiative up at the state level of getting home ec classes back in the schools, thank goodness. If your school is getting ready to do that and you would like a quote on sewing machines, Bernina's got an excellent program for schools and excellent prices for them. So if you want to do that, and I'm just going to tell you something, as someone who understands what kind of wear and tear takes place on most sewing machines, having a Bernina versus any other brand, you're going to be much happier with that, because the fact of the matter is they will last a lot longer than other brands. So think about that if you have a school system in your area, and suggest that they contact us. We'll be happy to give them quotes. All right, so big machine that I really need to make sure we talk about is the CAFE and the regular 475s. They are $1,000 off. They are the hot buy for the month of July and August. They are normally $2,999, and they are now $1,999. This sale only goes through the 31st of August. So if you've been thinking about the perfect machine to take with you on any of your travels, the 475 is a wonderful machine to do that with. Don't forget, even down to our 480s, we have a gift with purchase that comes with the 480s. And what you are looking at for those machines, you are looking at either a sewing package that is your thread and walking foot. But if you add an embroidery module, then you're going to get the V9 software with it. So add an embroidery module, get your digitizing software with the this, of course, will only work with the 535. It will not work with the 480. 480s you can't do embroidery on. So, but your 480, you will get the thread library, and you'll get a walking foot. And that deal there, that adds another $645 right onto it. It's a wonderful deal. Okay, everybody. Have you thought about which machine you're looking for? I hope you will. I hope you enjoy them. I hope that today's demonstration helped you understand what that extra large cording foot is available. And again, that is something you would get with the 850 purchase, or your 860 or your L890. So if you are thinking about those kind of things, definitely the month of July and August are a wonderful time to buy a sewing machine. There's deals also on our long arms. There's deals on just about every machine in the shop, where you are going to get so many extra things with that purchase. And I know it's hard when you buy that sewing machine to make the room in your budget for those extra purchases. This is a good time to buy. I hope that everybody has a wonderful Friday. Tomorrow, come back tomorrow, because we've gotten in some wonderful new fabrics, and we are now carrying art gallery fabrics. So I know a number of you have asked me about them. We are starting to carry them, and we have some really special stuff that Art Gallery has just put out. They have a wonderful new binding fabric, which is just mind-blowing. So I will show you that tomorrow, and I hope that you have a fabulous Friday. We'll see you soon for Facebook Live.